time I just get my money and go about this and go and sit down in the office. You had something you were saying?
Yeah, Philip Burks was kind of chiming in on something that you were talking about earlier when you said when we're killing each other, no one cares, but let us, talk about somebody else. But he says we are the only ones talking about killing each other and getting paid for it. Not one rapper will talk about killing any other race. It's not going to happen, or they will be canceled. The whole Michael Jackson with the whole K word for certain people, like they made him take that out immediately, dude. We talked about that,
dude. And this the part this is the part that all these educated people that make this music, they seem to understand. They seem to feel and understand. You got to go to YouTube and look up White Mike. You got to go to YouTube and look up White Mike's video. In fact, if I had it on, I'm gonna pull it up next week. I'm gonna play it. It's 20 minutes long. It's 20 minutes long, but if y'all don't get it, I'm gonna play it for you because or I'm gonna find the link and something, put it in here where y'all can go watch it on your own. That way I won't take up the whole show. But it shows you that other people, other groups have organizations that look out for the welfare of their people. The Jewish community have the Jewish Anti-Defamation League. The gay community has the LGBT community. I forgot what the actual name is, but and even animals got PETA. Okay, we used to have the NAACP, but that don't work no more. Okay, that ain't, and at some point in time, if your organization is not being funded by the people that it serves, and you get outside funding, now the people that fund you tend to control what's being said, or what your message may become. Okay,
yep.
That's one of the problems you have when you start taking money from outside sources, because now you can't speak about certain things because that's not to our benefit, and if it's not to our benefit, we can't continue to support you, and that just neutralizes the whole purpose. Mm-hmm. Makes it another void.
Woo. Getting deep tonight. Give us a thumbs up if you like the content. Eric says the Watts Writers Workshop was burned down by them people. Do you know about the Watts Writers Workshop?
No, I don't. I've heard. Okay. I don't remember it.
Okay, I'll look it up. Maybe we can talk about that another time.
Philip Burke says something. We take too many playoffs. Well, Philip, if it's paying good money for rappers to talk about killing other rappers and killing black people, and nobody's saying it, there's no resistance for that. There's none. There's no resistance, and it pays good. Okay. This morning I watched a sister. on YouTube, on Facebook, and she was talking about Cardi B's WAP video. Mm-hmm. And she says she played a video of a young lady who was talking to her daughter, and her daughter says, "Mama, why they don't fix that house?" And the mama said, "What you talking about, baby? Why they don't fix that house? What do you mean?" They say, "There's some holes in the house. There's some holes in the house." Wow. And the mama like, "Oh no." Okay, the girl, she don't know what holes is, but she thinks it's some actual holes in the house, and she's asking the mama about why they don't fix the house. And then they also show Cardi B talking that shit about how how she earned her ring, but she don't cook and clean, but this is how she earned her ring. But they also showed her the video mopping and cleaning in the kitchen like everybody else. So until some of the hip hop folks realize that a lot of the cats ain't got no Lambos, a lot of folks don't have that real jewelry, them houses is rented, and a lot of the bullshit that people think that's real, popping bottles is limited. Okay, it's limited. I've owned 6 nightclubs, and dude, to get somebody to spend $100 on a bottle on Avalon that they sell in Vegas for $500, Negroes got a loan. Okay, it's ridiculous. So it ain't all that. If it's $100, 2 people may go in on it. Okay, but for the most part, no, it's not. I watch. I love watching. What's that Mary J. Blige movie? Television show. Power.
Oh yeah.
every week she cleans the chitlin. She ain't never a hair out of place. She got all the right shit. You realize, think about this for a minute. Think about this for a minute. She's selling dope, got all her kids involved, and and I understand this. This in some cases, this could be a real story, okay? But she's actually selling dope. Got her sons involved, her kids involved in her so-called business to live a lifestyle that's high maintenance. Okay, you got to risk your freedom to live this high maintenance lifestyle, and just to get the impression to who, because everybody else is dressed regularly, but she in the show, she got to be the super high end chick. Now, I know some super high end chicks, and most of them own daycares, and most of them own other businesses. I don't know which ones that sell dope, but for those who I do know, they drive the Jags and the Mercedes and the Range Rovers. They some serious business women. Okay, this is what they do. This is how they want to live their life, and for them, I commend them. But for television, it's constantly projecting these images that are just some a lot of fantasy shit, man. It's a lot of fantasy shit, and people buying into the fantasy. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. They buy into the fantasy, and then they wonder why they get caught up in the trap. They buy the fantasy, they wonder why they get caught up in the trap.
Yeah, man. Damn, dude. A lot of positive feedback. 76 people in the building tonight. Let's try to get to 100. That would be so dope. We have about 20 minutes left. We're going to definitely take some questions because we got some good questions from everybody in the chat room. Let me start with this one. Real simple. Where's homeboy at? Meek Marketing Live. Hey, OG Lonzo, how can I be a part of your marketing team? I got social media marketing skills. You want to give him your email?
Hit me up on my email, Doc. I need help. I have no problem accepting some help. I'd like to grow my channel even more. I have a couple of people that got at me about doing that, but I would love to talk to you about it. Hit me up on my email. Let's talk about it.
Here, let me type it in the thing. What is it, Lonzo?
Real Lonzo N.W.A. at Gmail.
I should know that by heart, but they at gmail.com. Bam, there it is. Hit them up. This is a good question, and I could probably make this happen because I know this brother personally. He's been on my show on Dusty Vision TV. But Miami 808 says, question for Lonzo, did you know Boogaloo Shrimp? And if so, would that be an interview that you would do?
Very possibly. I'm supposed to be with Boogaloo Shrimp on the 22nd of January.
He's literally one of my personal friends. I know him very, very well. So yeah, that we can make this happen. That would be really dope.
Yeah, I think I can reach out for him. Yeah, we've spoken on several panels together. Yeah, I can make that happen. That's very possible.
That'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be a really good show. What do you remember about like the whole breaking thing? Did you ever? You were probably too old to be out there breakdancing on cardboards, right?
Never was a breakdance. By the time breakdance, I was a grown ass man.
You were 29, 30, huh?
Spitting on my goddamn head. I contest though. Man, it was interesting, but for us on the West Coast, we didn't see hip hop like that. You know, hip hop for us, pop locking was pop locking. We had breakers, but they were very limited. You know, pop locking was always locking and pop locking were the thing that we did most here on the West Coast. So it looked like us to some BS, but you know, it was cool. You know, the storyline was kind of crazy. I think that's when they were trying to save the Rex.
Yeah, the miracle. And their neons dancing down Manchester.
right. I mean, we had Eve After Dark. We had the radio, so we was making money, so we wasn't trying to save nothing but some money. That's it. Big difference. You know, and that's something else, man. That's always been different from West Coast versus East Coast. We've always been businessmen, dude. Think about this. There's not a lot of label owners out of New York before Puffy and Jay-Z. We all owned our shit.
Yeah, E40, Too Short, like, oh yeah.
We all own our shit. We all had our own labels. I mean,
Yeah.
Same thing with me. I mean, I had my own nightclub. That was something that was unheard of. I don't know nobody in New York at 22 years old had a nightclub.